What's happening, guys? Welcome back. Today we are just heading off to Redline Performance to see my mate Adam out in Penrose, and I'm picking up an HKS Downpipe. They've got a whole bunch of stuff for performance cars here in Auckland, so great shop to visit. Anyway, so I'm going there, picking up a downpipe, and then we're heading to Possum Bourne Motorsport in the morning to do the full dyno tune, install the exhaust, downpipe, intake, fuel pump, and hopefully get some pretty big power increases out of it. Pretty excited about that. But anyway, let's head to Redline, and then we'll skip to tomorrow and jump straight into the tuning. We're going to document the whole thing, so all the installs, all the dyno runs, and you guys are going to see it just like I do. So anyway, let's jump into it.
Central and eastern parts of Kansas will probably be cloudy in the morning, and then western Kansas will begin to get increasing cloudiness by tomorrow afternoon. Today, however,
on YouTube.
That one's awesome. So what are we doing now? Just getting a baseline.
Baseline figure, yeah. See how much your stock STI is making, yeah.
What do you reckon? Guess.
Shrimp steak.
And what do you think? 200?
167.
Oh, that little.
Yeah. Completely stock standard.
What do you reckon?
167. Fuck, I got no idea. I'll go with him. What do you reckon?
180 then.
180.
KB, how much power stock?
Between 180, 190.
Stock.
Yeah, in stock boost level.
Yeah, everything's stock, yeah.
175, 180.
What do you think?
I go like, 170 maybe, but I'm totally guessing. Let's see what happens.
What does it say? 200.
What fuel do you have in it at the moment?
98.
The fine learning was on minus 3.5, which means the car removed 5.5 degrees the whole curve. It means you have a lot of knock because you have all three variables that all three of them are knock related.
When you say knocking, you're talking about detonation.
Detonation.
Yeah.
It's an uncontrolled combustion in the cylinder. Basically, you fire the spark plugs, but the combustion mixture is just going off when it wants.
And because it's lean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not good. That can cause damage.
So it's all stock.
Yeah, the ECU is 100% stock, 100% match.
So just something's broken. Fuel pump.
Maybe, yeah.
Damn.
So there's the liner for it as well, so it's all speckled up on the inside. And yeah, of course all the valves dropped off on that. This is the same con rod, that's what it should look like. So, before and after. This crank, every single rod has welded itself to the journal. So these were jammed in like so. Did a real good job of wrecking it, eh?
So you're just taking the factory downpipe off?
Yeah, so just removing downpipe, factory rotation to all the shields, heat shielding.
So the boys have wrapped the downpipe. Right, and you cut that off for the V-band. Or was that like that already?
Nah, so I cut it off because this one was it reduces down to 2.5.
Yeah, too restrictive.
Yeah, too restrictive. So I cut it off, make it easier, V-band it.
Yeah.
So I end up putting the V-band on here.
The new fuel pump going in. I didn't realise quite how small the stock turbos are.
Oh yeah.
First,
Have you been practicing for your big day today, man?
A big day.
On video?
Oh yeah, practicing in the mirror.
He's been ages doing makeup this morning.
It even comes with stickers. How did Possum Bourne Motorsport, when was it established?
Yeah, originally Possum Bourne Motorsport was established in '86 by the rally legend Possum Bourne, and at the time it used to be like a rally workshop purely. It was supported by Subaru, and they were building all the rally cars for Possum Bourne in here and then shipping them worldwide to compete in championships in New Zealand, Australia and Asia Pacific.
And then you took over the business last year?
Since then obviously a lot has changed. Still very passionate about cars and still working on the same values as Possum Bourne originally, but now it's just a dedicated performance vehicles workshops. Not so much full on motorsport, it's all street vehicles and club sport vehicles.
Do you have a WRX at the moment, you're saying?
Yeah, I've got a version 8 STI myself and had that for a number of years, and at the moment I'm just rebuilding the engine. It's quite a nice project on the side for myself, yeah.
Do you have guys that specialise in tuning and engine building in sort of separate departments, or?
Yeah, we've basically got an expert like in every area. So we've got Cristobal, who's our tuner, and he's got a lot of experience. He's from Chile, and he's been Haltech master tuner over there. And then we've got Glenn, who's in the engine room. He's the engine builder. Yeah. He's got a lot of experience with the machining side, and he's been building the Evo 7 that we've done with over 400 kilowatt recently.
So a lot of experience altogether.
Yeah, and then we've got Neil, who is from the States. He used to do a lot of work on rotaries. That's sort of his background, but he's got a lot of knowledge about wiring as well.
So you definitely deal with more than Subarus and Evos.
Yeah. Anything Japanese, basically, we deal with all the Mitsubishis, Nissans, Mazdas.
Yeah, I've seen you've got a few pretty tough-looking Nissans in there.
Yeah. We've recently seen quite a lot of Skylines and S14s come through.
So just got the final parts on. Just put the engine all back together. We've got the intake, Process West intake with the K&N filter. We've got the new downpipe on, and the full exhaust is on there. So we're all just about ready to start it up and then chuck it on the dyno, see what we get. Looking forward to seeing how it sounds. Should be awesome. So the boys are just checking the spark plugs because we don't know what's in there or what condition they're in or anything like that. So we'll check it now before it goes on the dyno and avoid problems.
The detonation would cause a spark plug to look like this, or the lean condition.
So we're replacing the spark plugs because, as you've seen, they're black as from all the detonating. What are you making?
I'm just rebuilding my heads.
Oh yeah?
After my Subaru blew
up. Oh, your heads?
Yeah. Like they all do. It's a ticking time bomb. So I've removed the oil gallery plugs from the head, because after it's run a bearing or something like that, there's a lot of metallic material throughout the oil passages of the engine, so you just want to be able to flush it out to make sure there's no debris that could go through the engine again. And
so that you also run bearings?
Yeah. And
so the heads are actually fine, you're just checking it?
Yeah, just checking it. Like I did a leak down test and stuff before I bought it, which was like 6 weeks before it blew up, and everything was in perfect condition, but while it's apart, I'm going to refresh everything so I know it's 100%, and it's going to stand the test of time.
You're just like doing it because of the sucky thing?
It's like the noise of the paste.
Oh yeah. What's wrong with the 4H motor?
I got no problem with it. He wants me to put it in my daily, which is, you know, it's a daily.
It's brave, it's fun. It's what people who like cars do.
First start. Oh, nice. That sounds good, not too loud.
Sounds more like a Honda.
Bro, get out. stoked with the way the car sounds. I'm really happy with it. I don't want it too loud, but it still sounds really nice and throaty. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted. But the first one, the dyno, it made about 195 kilowatt at the wheels, around that, and that's just completely stock standard. It's a little bit higher than normal because it was running lean, so it was running a little bit more boost. It was running about 18 psi, which isn't normal. And we checked the ECU, it hadn't been tuned or anything like that. It was completely stock map, so definitely was something going on. We think it was the fuel pump. Could have been a few other things, but it's got a new fuel pump in it now, Highflow one. But anyway, we'll get it strapped down, run it through the dyno, see what we can do. So was our first pull, we made 220, just over 220 kilowatt. So we just took out a little bit of timing because it was just knocking just a tiny bit, eh?
Yeah.
So might make it a little bit less power, but it'll be more reliable and safer. So time for another power run, eh? So last run we run 225 kilowatt at the wheels, which is just over 300 horse. Feels pretty good, sounds good, eh? No knocking or anything that time?
No, this time no knock at all.
No detonation or anything like that. 22 psi boost at max, 225 kilowatt at the wheels. I'm pretty happy with that. Should be fun to drive. So there you have it. Final number 224.8 kilowatt or something, which is still a little bit just over 300 horse. So we're heading off for the first test drive now on the road, proper test drive. Pretty stoked with how it sounds. Checking the bonnet's closed. Safety first.
Safety first.
It's now 6:30 p.m. So it's been a long day, but these guys have done an awesome job. So much knowledge. Super stoked. I got a big responsibility. I have to press F1 when he tells me to. Tell me when. Oh fuck, I just pressed F2 by mistake. That's the end of it. So it's all done, the car's all tuned up, it's running like an absolute beast. I can definitely notice a huge increase in power, and it's much smoother, much more responsive, and it sounds awesome. So I'm going to do a video soon where I'll go for a run and hook up some audio around the car and stuff like that, just so you guys can get like a real sort of feel for how it is. But totally stoked with it. It goes so well, such a big difference. Thanks to the guys at Possum Bourne Motorsport, and thanks to the guys at Redline Performance for hooking me up with that downpipe. Let me know what you guys think I should do next to the car. I'm thinking about getting wheels, but really if I'm going to change these wheels, which I do like, the only real ones that stand out that I would want is the Inky RPF ones, or RPF 01s, whatever they're called, but they're like $700-800 a wheel here in New Zealand, and it's just a shit ton of money when these wheels are fine. And I think if I was going to go down the wheel route, I'd probably have to lower it as well, which I'm not sure I want to do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do next, and I'll see you in the next video.